Hello, welcome to Travel Asia channel. I am Taralminder D. Singh. I will share with you my experience in traveling Japan, China, and Korea. World literature, one of the growth fields in contemporary comparative literature, often begs the questions of the world it reflects. Here it is suggested that East Asia from around 400 BCE to 1800 CE constituted a domain of circulation of literary, religious, and philosophical texts that can well be taken as a world consequence for the future of comparative literary studies are intimated. The principal culture of the East Asia cultural sphere is Chinese culture with Japanese culture, Korean culture, and Vietnamese culture laying on the peripheries. In particular, Korea, Vietnam, and Japan were prominent tributary states of China from the 14th to 19th centuries. Following extensive prior interaction, the East Asia culture, often also called the Confucian culture, prevails in communities that use chopstick. The Chinese communities, the Chinese mainland, Hong Kong, Taiwan, and Macau, Japan, the two Koreas, Vietnam, and a large part of Singapore. East Asian culture. East Asia is an area usually considered to include China, Japan, North Korea, and South Korea. These countries all have their own distinct culture, but they do have a few things in common. Their strong sense of hierarchy, their respect for authority, and convention about how to behave in public. Some of defining East Asian cultural characteristics are the Chinese language and traditional writing system of Hanzi is well as shared religious and ethical ideas that are represented by the three teaching Buddhism, Taoism, and Confucianism. As previously noted, China, Korea, and Japan have been historical close for centuries, thus accounting for their numerous common artistic traditions from pre-Christian times until the 8th and 9th centuries CE. The great trade routes crossed from the Middle East through Central Asia into China. Hinduism, Buddhism, some knowledge of ancient Greek, and much knowledge of Indian arts. entered into China and thence in time into Korea and Japan. Perhaps before the Common Era, the Central Asian art of manipulating hand puppet was carried to China. For more than 700 manipulated hand puppet was carried to China for more than 700 years until 668 in the kingdom of Goguryeo, embracing northern Korea and Manchuria. Court music and dance from Central Asia, from Han, China, from Manchuria, and from Korea, called Shiso and Kajiso, were performed. Many of the dance were masked. All were stately as befit serious court art. They were taken to the Japanese in Nara about the 7th centuries, called Bugaku in Japan. They have been preserved for 12 centuries and are still performed at the Imperial Palace in Tokyo. Thus, they have long since died out in China and Korea in Goguryeo, neighboring kingdom of Paikishi, a form of Buddhism. Mask dance play was performed at court, and in the 7th century it too was taken to the Japanese court of Nara by a Korean performer, Mimaji, who had learned the dance while staying at the southern Chinese court of Wuhu, called Kyak in Korea, and Gigaku in Japan. The Aryan feature of some of its masks clearly indicate Indian or Central Asian influence. Such complicated genealogies are common in East Asian performing arts. Well, I hope you enjoy my experience in News Asian channel. Goodbye and thank you for enjoying my perform.